Yo, what's up, guys? I'm Justin, and this is Big Code Hours. So, I actually recorded a video for this like 5 minutes ago, but none of the audio is saved, which is pretty sad. That's okay. I'm still gonna run through it with you guys because it's kind of a cool question, and it's really low acceptance rate. It was actually the fastest one I've ever done. I think I did it in like 4 or 5 minutes. So. I'm just gonna run through it with you guys again since the footage kind of got ruined, but we'll just go through it together. So this is problem 151 from LeetCode. It is reverse words in a string. It's somewhat similar to the one I did in the last video, which was grabbing the amount of characters for the last word in the string. So essentially, what you have to do on this one is you're given an input of a string, and they want you to reverse it. So, right, it's really easy if, oh, and also there needs to just be uh, one space in between each word. So again, it's really easy if it's just something like this with just one space between each word already. All you have to do is reverse the string. But it gets a little bit harder if you have something with tailing white space or white space in between lots of words. So I'll just go ahead and go through with you guys kind of how I did it, because again, it's a 31% acceptance rate, which means like 70% of people didn't solve it or yeah. So that's, I don't know if it's didn't solve it or their problems were accepted. But anyways, let's get into it. So the way I started it off was essentially I made a new string, and we're going to want to go ahead and get rid of all the trailing white space just for anything like this. We might as well just get rid of it at the beginning. It doesn't really matter, but just for neatness sake, we'll do it. And then we're going to go ahead and make a list. So for our new S, it's going to go ahead and be a list of S with no white space, and the list is going to be, the delimiter for the list will just be a single space, a single white space. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then the next part, we're just going to go ahead and loop through our new string, which is actually a list, I guess, but that's okay. So, and then we're going to go ahead and loop through reversed. So this will reverse the string or the list that we're going through. That way, when we're looping through it, since we have to submit it as a reversed string anyways, we might as well reverse it while we're going through it. So for I in reversed new string, I think what I did next was, yeah, I went ahead and just said I dot replace. So any white space we're just going to replace with nothing. And then we're going to say as long as that item, so we're getting rid of the white space completely from the word. So every single word that comes through, get rid of all the white space. And if all the word is white space, that's what we're doing here. So if it only was white space in the item in our list, then it's going to be equal to nothing, but it'll still be like an item. It'll just be like an empty string. So that's why we're saying if add s. Essentially what that says is if it is not empty. So that's what that does right there. Then we'll go ahead and make a return list. So we'll append add s to the return list. That way we get a full list there, and then we can just go ahead and return oops. So what we can do is we can use the join method, which essentially will take our return list, and for each item in there, it will concatenate it by a piece of one single space. So essentially we'll take something like this, we'll go through it, get rid of all the white space just completely, but each item will still be in its own, it'll still be its own item in the list. And then we'll put it back together with one space in between each item. And again, we grabbed it in reversed order, so it'll stay in reversed order when we return it. So this should work. This is practically what I did the first time I did the video, so I'm assuming it's going to go through. So yeah. So yeah, as you see, I had an accepted solution before. I think the only thing I did differently was I created a variable there just for understanding's sake, but also could just return it, which actually was a better solution because it was a faster runtime than the last one. So that's cool. But yeah, so if you're struggling on that problem or you just wanted to watch me go through another coding challenge, I hope that was fun for you. We'll probably be doing more. But yeah, feel free to comment down below and let me know of any other videos you guys would want to see, any website stuff, backend stuff, in different languages too. It doesn't have to be Python, it could be C++ or Java. Anything you want to see, I'd really appreciate a like and a subscribe. That would be awesome. And yeah, have a great day. Thank you for watching.